Hey guys, this is Tim from Savage Survival, and I'm going to show you how to make a bow drill fire today. I have my bow. This is just dead, strong. It's made out of maple. You can pretty much use any wood you'd like. It's my armpit to my fingertips in length, and it has a slight curve in it. I have my 550 paracord as a rope here, but you can also use natural cord as long as it's really strong. I have my handhold here, which is just a hard material. In this case I have antler, but you can use a hard wood, a rock, and I have a hole in there so that I may put my spindle inside. And here's my spindle. It's about hang loose. It's a little bit short because I've been using it, but you can make it longer, shorter. Not too short though, or not too long. And I sharpen both ends, and it's about the thickness of my thumb. Then I have my baseboard here, which I've been using a lot, but I have a space right here for it. And what I'm going to do is just carve a little hole right in there just with my knife, like so. And all that is just a tiny, tiny little divot, so that I can put my spindle in there and burn it through. So what I'm going to do is put my baseboard right on the ground, get my shoelaces out of the way there. I'm going to put the arch of my foot right near that hole where my spindle's going to go. And I'm going to twirl my spindle in the string. And it should be pretty hard in there that if I let it go, it propellers out like such. So let's put that back in there. Okay, so I'm a righty, so I'm going to be bowing with my right hand. And my handhold is going to be in my left, and my left wrist is going to be braced right up against my left shin. And my right knee is out of the way, right in the back of my left foot. Okay, so here, again with the left wrist against the left shin, I'm nice and stable. I don't even have to put any effort into it. If I bring it out here, I'm really shaky. And what this does is enables me, if I want to lean forward, I can put more body weight onto my spindle to give more downward pressure. So I'm going to grab my bow all the way in the back here. Some people grab it here when I teach them, and that's a no-no. I want it all the way in the back, and that's just more comfortable and allows me to use the full length of my bow. So I'm just going to start bowing really slow here. And I'm starting to get some smoke, so I can push a little harder and go a little faster. Remember to use the full length of the bow and keep that bow parallel to the ground. Okay, so now I'm going to stop. And you see here I made a big ring of dust around that hole I made. And what I want to do now is carve a notch. So then I can catch all that dust inside that notch. And what that's going to do is all heat up, and it's going to create a coal. So let me brush all that off and carve a notch. And what I'm going to do is make an eighth of the pie, but not all the way toward the middle. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Okay, so now I have my notch, and it's not all the way to the middle, but it's also an eighth of the pie, if you look at this circle as a pie. And the notch goes all the way down through the baseboard, and it's smooth too. And what that does is, if it's rough, all the dust is going to fall onto the roughness, it's going to catch, and then it's going to cool down before it gets to the ground. So now I'm just going to take any dry leaf, or you can use birch bark or whatever, and what that's going to do is that's just going to go right under your notch on the ground, just so to catch all those coals. So I'm going to go and do the same thing again. I'm going to remember which one was the bottom and which one was the top of the spindle, and do the same thing, and this time I'm going for a coal. So start off slow. Make sure you keep breathing. You don't want to lose your breath on this. I'm gonna push a little harder, go a little faster. Okay, so now I have a coal, and I can tell just because that dust pile is smoking by itself. Put my knife away here. Okay, so that, I don't need to freak out right now. That's gonna burn for a while. So I'll take this time to explain my tinder bundle. This is the small one, but it'll work because it's all really dry. It's just fluffed up cedar bark. Okay, so now I'm just gonna grab my leaf that I put on the ground, and you can see my coal is right on top of that, and just pour that right into my tinder bundle. And now I'm just going to kind of taco it into my tinder bundle, not too tightly though, and hold it so that the smoke will be above my mouth when I breathe in, and that the wind is to my back, so it's going to blow the smoke away from me. And I'm going to gently blow. Now as the coal gets stronger, I can start to blow a little harder. That's Boudreaux fire.